You're my daughter, damn it!
Mingli, I'm very glad to have you here. I'm honored. I want you to be happy, so look, if there's anything you need or want, please, let me know.
I want you. I want you. It's all right.
No, it is not all right. Julia? Julia?
Has Meyson come back?
Yeah, 2 days ago. It was really unbelievable. I mean, he just showed up out of nowhere. And then yesterday, I went out just for a little bit, and I came back, and he was gone. And I don't know where he is.
Rise and shine, Sonny. And good morning. And welcome to the official Gina Timmons orientation meeting. Now, you see my silent face today, and you're going to see it for several more sunny Santa Barbara days to come until I teach you exactly how to be Mason Capwell. That's right, there's a lot of money riding on this, so I want you to pay attention. I want you to learn all of his characteristics, all of his mannerisms, and in particular, I want you to pay attention to the way Mason deals with the rest of the people in his family. Now, that's the really interesting part here. Now, come on back.
I shouldn't have gotten mixed up with her.
I want you to know that Mason has a particular relationship with other... Okay. By the time I get done with you, everybody in Santa Barbara is going to be convinced that you are actually Mason Capwell. That's right. You heard it here. Now you know exactly what we're going to do. Are there any questions?
Just one. Where's the real Gina?
Here I am. Pretty good, huh?
I don't think Jane Fonda's worried yet.
Oh, come on. Just put it on tape so you could watch it over and over again. We haven't got much time. We're going to get you through this transformation as soon as possible.
Now, just hold on to your horses there, darling. You've been flitting around here like a horse fly in a 12-stall stable talking about transformation and orientation.
Oh, come on. Don't get nervous. I'll turn you into Mason Capwell in no time flat.
Let's get one thing straight. You ain't turning me into nobody, least of all that stuffed shirt Capwell, until I know exactly what's in it for me. And I want it in writing.
You're gonna be all right, my Dad. I promise.
I'm sorry I kept you up all night, Scars. I'm sorry.
Don't you remember when I was 14 years old? You told me I had enough sleep to last me for the next 20 years. Now it's your time to rest. Just relax and go to sleep, Dad.
How's he doing?
I think the worst of it is over.
Oh, good. Is he resting okay?
Yeah. I never realized that steroid treatment was going to cause such severe problems.
Yeah, well, you got him over that, Scott. It's time to look ahead, huh?
Right. Where have you been? You're a mess.
Well, thank you, too, Dr. Clark. I'll have you know that any and all dirt that you may find on my body or my person is yours.
What?
I've been at your place packing.
Well, everything I own should fit in one box. What are you doing? Taking my light fixtures
Hey,
and
come
plumbing too?
on. I can't very well pack everything without going through it first.
Sounds like a not very subtle excuse for snooping.
Maybe you should supervise. I could use your help.
No, I can't do that today, honey. I mean, there's nobody here to fill in for me. My father's here
I know.
alone.
And I hope you don't mind, but I found someone to cover for you. Zach.
I wouldn't believe this woman if I were you. She told me we were going to play tennis at the country club.
I did not.
Oh, she did. She fed me some line about playing doubles with a gorgeous single blonde, and then she blindfolded me and drove me down here.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I really can't ask you to do
No,
this.
you're not asking me to do anything. Heather is. Frankly, well, I think it might do me good to spend the day here, even if it is my day off.
Oh, come on, you can't argue with him now.
No,
can you?
I don't know. Look, my father's had a rough night.
Now,
and
look,
everything,
I'll keep a very watchful eye on your father. You know, I also know how to get in touch with you, too, if I have to. All right, get out of here.
Thanks, Zach.
Oh, and you owe me a gorgeous single blonde?
Got it. Gorgeous.
Spent the whole night looking for him. I went to every place that I could think of that he might be, and nothing.
Well, did he seem troubled when he was here? Because he couldn't remember anything.
It was just the opposite. He was thrilled to be home. That's why I didn't press him about anything.
Well, you must have at least asked him what he was doing
I didn't care. I don't care. All I care about is that he's alive and he came home.
Well, it just doesn't make any sense that he would walk away. Have you called the police?
No,
Why not?
because he's coming home.
Well, what about his family?
I don't see any need to upset his family. He will be home.
Well, Julia, I can't help but feeling that there's something
I'm not
that you're
gonna lose
not
him again.
telling me.
I'm not. You see, he probably had something that he had to do. And he will come home any minute, and he will have a perfectly reasonable explanation. He forgot his key.
Hello, Julia. Need to talk to Mason.
It all boils down to you becoming Mason.
Yeah, that much I got clear. The rest of it gets a little fuzzy.
Well, once you get down his characteristics and his mannerisms, you go to СиСи and you tell him you want to make up, you want to make good, and you want back into the family business.
Now, who's СиСи?
He's Mason's father.
Doesn't he have a name? What's the family business?
Business, you know, factories, oil, hotels, that kind of thing. All the kinds of business that people think rich people are involved in that Capwell's own.
I don't know anything about business.
Well, you don't have to know anything about business because I'm going to help you. You see, we're going to start a little at a time. We're going to take over one business after another. We're going to take dollar after dollar, megabuck after megabuck. And pretty soon, we're going to have the whole tamale. It's going to be like drinking a big, thick malt shake out of a big, wide straw.
Well, that I can do.
And when we get through, we're going to own it all. All three of us, two of us are going to be rich.
That nasty little brother of yours in on this?
Keith?
Yeah.
Why, no. Why, he has nothing to do with this.
Well, that's good, but I still don't like it.
What's not to like? We're talking about millions of dollars here.
Well, I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like the fact that I could get caught before those millions of dollars start coming my way.
You're not going to get caught.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You ain't the one with your hand in the cookie jar.
Look, I'm into this just as deep as you are, Sonny.
Well, I'd love to believe that, darling, but I'm afraid I'd like a little proof.
Well, I've got just the proof you want.
Well, I heard that, you silver-tongued devil.
It's right here.
What's that?
See, this is a bank book. Now, right here is a deposit for $10,000 that I made this week in your name. This is your account. And I'll be making a deposit of $10,000 from every week here on in. I mean, against mutual profits, of course. Isn't that insurance enough?
Well, it might be. This might be just a cute little book with a lot of numbers in it. How do I know it isn't a phony?
I guess you're just going to have to trust me.
Well, I guess I can do a lot more than that.
Oh, well, Sonny, maybe we should start with the lessons first.
Well, why don't we get to it, teacher? I got a feeling I can learn a whole lot from you.
Thank you. Father Michael?
Capua.
Mason went to the office.
Well, that's surprising. I didn't expect him to throw himself into work so quickly.
Well, he wanted to.
Well, I'll stop by there and try to talk to him then.
He's got so much work, he's swamped, and I'm expecting him for lunch, so why don't I just have him call you?
All right. I suppose you and Mason have got a few things to talk over, don't you?
Actually, I haven't seen him since he's come back, but I'm sure that your family is very thrilled to have him back.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll leave now. You tell him to call me as soon as you see him.
Thanks, I will. What?
Why did you lie to the man? I mean, he's going to find out.
Not if Mason comes back, he won't, and Mason will come back.
Look, it's hardly my position to say this, but he is Mason's father.
I don't
he has
see
a
any
right
reason
to
to
know
upset anybody else. I'm sorry, all right? I didn't mean to snap at you.
If you'd prefer to not talk to me about
No.
this,
I'm sorry. I mean, hell, I have to talk to someone. I'm afraid. Mason can't remember the past 2 months of his life. I think that's a pretty serious problem. I didn't think about it before because I was just overwhelmed with having him here, but I think not remembering 2 months of your life is pretty significant, don't you?
Well, you have to remember the damage the explosion did to the church. Now, it could have done extreme damage to Mason, great trauma.
I understand that.
Well, also, he has had blackouts in the past from his drinking. Was he drinking last night?
No.
Well, then why did you go around all the bars last night trying to find him?
Look, if drinking is the problem, then Mason and I can handle that. We don't need to include the family in on that, and we don't need to call the police, certainly. I just don't know where to look next.
Well, have you talked to Gina or Keith? Has Mason said anything about them?
Why would either of us want to talk to them?
Well, they did seem to be very determined to find him, and Gina has been acting very strange. I was wondering if maybe...
Yeah, she was here.
When?
Yesterday. She came by, she was standing on the porch talking to Mason, and she was some lame excuse about wanting to say hello.
And what did Mason say to her?
She told her to get lost. He didn't want to have anything to do with her.
Was Keith with her?
He's on vacation.
Come on. I don't think it would hurt to pay a visit to Gina at the Timmins Palace.
Now here at the top of the Capwell family tree is old man СиСи himself, Channing Creighton Capwell. Now, he was married to your mother, Pamela, first. Sophia was second and fifth. But let's concentrate on the kids here. We have Channing Jr., we have Elena, they're both dead. So you just think about Eden, Kelly, Ted, and yourself, Mason.
I'm never going to remember all these.
Oh, yes, you are. I'm going to make sure you remember all these names.
How do you know so much about this family?
I was wife 2 and 3. I mean 3 and 4. Right here. It says right here.
Oh, is that you? I didn't know. Is that how you got the jack to buy this house?
Never mind about that. You just concentrate on the Capwell family, okay? Now, they have been an institution in Santa Barbara society for as long as anybody can remember. But let's concentrate on the kids. We'll start here.
Now, you said Channing Jr. was dead. Is that right?
Yes.
What happened to him?
Sophia killed him.
She killed her own son?
Well, she didn't mean to. She didn't know it was him. I mean, as it turns out, he wasn't really a Capwell anyway. I mean, we could just kind of forget about him. I'm sure he won't come up.
Well, what about the other one, Elena? What happened to her? She get killed too?
No, she killed herself.
How come?
Well, she tried to kill Eden, and then it didn't work out, and Eden came back, so she killed herself for revenge.
You're putting me on, aren't you?
No, I'm not. But I don't think it's going to come up either, because the Capwells don't like to talk about that sort of thing. They just kind of sweep it under the rug. Now, this is your half-sister, Eden.
Where'd they come up with a name like that?
I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be symbolic or something. But I will tell you one thing. Mason spent most of his life hating Eden or being jealous of her or both. But towards the end, they started to get along.
Why'd he hate her?
Because she was always trying to horn in on the family business, and because СиСи loved her best. But since she married Cruz Castillo, well, she softened a little bit, backed off the business aspect of things, and she and Mason were doing pretty good.
She married somebody named Castillo? Is he Italian or something?
No, Mexican.
Mexican. Don't seem like he'd fit into that family, if you know what I mean.
Oh, he's such a goody two-shoes. They opened up to him with both arms spread. Now, let's see who's next here. Oh, Kelly.
Whoa. I got me some good-looking sisters, don't I? Was this one married?
Yes, she's married to your brother, Jeffrey.
My sister's married to my brother?
Well, it's your half-sister, your half-brother. They're not really related.
Still sounds kind of sick to me. Doesn't that make me my own brother-in-law?
Oh, don't worry about it. Their marriage is on the rocks. I don't think it's going to last very long anyway. Kelly was always very confused, and she always came to you. You really helped straighten her out. She could never hang on to a man, but she always confided in you.
Mm-hmm. I can hear that.
I mean, after all, you gave her great moral support. She loved you very much. Now, I want to finally get to Ted.
Well, how's he fit in all this?
Well, he really doesn't. I mean, you never knew if he was coming or going. But you two were close. He always came to you for advice.
About what?
Everything. He doesn't really have any direction.
Is he married?
Well, he was. To my niece, but they divorced.
Oh, is she still around?
No, she was killed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Well, what else?
And what about the old man?
Well, that's key to the whole thing. Meyson and СиСи had a love-hate relationship from the get-go. Meyson could never do enough to please СиСi, and he knew that СиСi loved all the other children better. But what was worse, СиСi did something terrible to Meyson's mother when he was a little boy.
What'd he do to her? Did he kill her, too?
No, he threw her out of the house.
Where is she now?
In prison.
How come?
Well, she tried to kill your sister Kelly.
This sounds like a soap opera. Let me get this straight. You want to put me into a family pretending to be a guy whose sister tried to kill his half-sister, whose stepmother killed his brother, and whose real mother tried to kill his other half-sister. Is that right? I don't want any part of it.
Now, wait a minute. Rich people do this to each other all the time. Don't you watch TV? Think of the money, Sonny.
All right. Let me get this straight. We got Eden, Kelly, Ted, and Jeffrey. СиСi is the old man. Sophia is his two-time ex-wife.
That's right. That's very good.
Thank you. You got a picture of him?
Yeah, actually, I have one right here. You gotta listen to me carefully. The whole purpose of Meyson's life was to win this man's love. All right, now, we gotta get back to our tapes here.
I don't like that face.
Well, good. That'll fit right into the plan. Now, come on, concentrate on the tape.
Well, my distinguished colleague, Julia Wainwright, and I have absolutely no doubt about the innocence of our client. The circumstances, the crime with which he has been charged, have been presented by the district attorney in a manner that could only be described as sketchy. There's also a very strong possibility that his key witness is non-competent.
Look, sure looks like me, doesn't it?
He sure does.
The articles
I want you to
of law,
listen
that is, are
carefully.
very clear in
You're
regard
gonna have to learn how to
proper
talk just
procedure
like
in cases
Meyson.
such as these, and immediate
He
dismissal
talks like
is the
he's got
only
an
reasonable
attitude
alternative.
problem.
He
However,
talks
the,
like someone that graduated from Harvard Law School.
I can't use words like that. Non-compost mints. What the hell is that anyway?
Of course you can learn how to talk like that. All you have to do is watch, and you'll absorb it.
Jurisprudence is not
You're
a
gonna make a
priority
perfect Meyson.
administration. Revenge, making a public mockery of the entire justice system that epitomizes the tenure of the DA.
No, you shouldn't have come here.
Kane, I know what happened between you and the Major. I know about Ming Lee. I'm so sorry I wasn't there.
Warn you!
I told you, you can't trust that man, ever!
I know. And I'll never forgive him for what he's done, but I need to take you back home now.
I should stay here. This is where I belong. This is my world. Because I don't fit in anybody else. I don't fit in your world!
It's not true. Look, you are my world. I love you.
No, you love a lie, a man who doesn't exist. I can bring him back.
What is happening to you?
Darling.
Yeah, Arthur, it's Zach.
Zach, thought you were going sailing on your day off. No, actually, I'm covering at the clinic. Look, I'm concerned about Ben Clark, and I can't get a hold of Scott or Heather. Complications?
Yeah, he's having trouble breathing, and there are signs of internal bleeding.
I'm on my way over.
Scott! Scott!
Do you know how much I love just being here, just you and I, no outside world?
No social barriers to fight about. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I needed to know that you love me.
You know what? We can't fight anymore.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, we can talk about weather, about food, Mozart, baseball.
Well, I think you're pushing it a little bit with baseball.
I don't know. You know what? To make sure that happens, let's make a pact.
All right.
Let's promise each other never to talk about the way we were brought up ever again.
No more rich girl jokes?
Behind every
All
joke.
right, okay, all right. I think we're pretty far past that anyway.
I hope so. But just in case, we have to vow to ourselves that even though we've had differences in the past, it doesn't matter. Because we don't have any now.
We definitely don't have any now. I love you, Heather.
Pat, how are you? I just dropped by to pick up Brandon's baseball mitt. I think he left it here last time he was playing in the garden.
I don't remember seeing it.
Well, could you check upstairs for me?
All right.
Now, I didn't notice СиСи's car in the driveway. That doesn't mean I've missed him, does it?
Yes, Mr. Capwell is out.
Oh, that's a pity. Well, if you'd just take a look upstairs to me, I really would appreciate it. I'll just make myself at home here. Paper wall here. Aha. Meissen.
What the hell are you doing here, huh?
The articles of law in this state are clear in regards to the proper procedure in cases such as these, and immediate...
Sucker's getting on my nerves. There's got to be something better on. Mm-hmm. That's what television ought to be. Not for me.
I'm not walking. All right, let the TV on. Gina! Gina!
Look, maybe this wasn't such a great idea.
No, it wasn't. Mason's not here. Why did he disappear? Again, why is this happening?
Julia.
see those pictures?
No, no.
What are you going to do with them? Sell them to Architectural Digest?
Oh, don't flatter yourself, СиСи. Maybe Field and Stream. They're like barnyard scenes.
I want to know what you're doing in my
I
house.
want. You know how many of your sentences start out with those two words?
What do you got in the bag?
None of your business. I just came by to pick up Brandon's baseball glove.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't care what you believe.
I said I want to know what's in that bag.
No, you leave me alone. You stay away from me.
Go on, Mrs. Timmons. It was upstairs.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, don't you feel foolish?
Not until I know. You're not leaving this house till I know what you got in that bag.
Let go of me. Home plate, all right? Now, just leave me alone.
Well, what are you waiting for? Count the silver.
There must be something. Something about Meyson, a habit or a need that he has that would lead us to him.
Oh, there's a million things about Meyson. He's a very complicated man. He's brilliant. Sometimes too smart for his own good. Sometimes too mean.
Mean?
Well, no, not to me. I don't mean mean. I mean angry. There's a lot of anger pent up in him. Sometimes I look at him, and he looks so sweet and vulnerable, just like a little boy who never got enough love. I think that's why it's so hard for him to fall in love and make a commitment, because he's afraid that we'll leave him.
You don't think that's why he disappeared, do you?
He's not running away from me, not now.
I didn't mean that. I sensed
I know.
something in your voice.
I know what you sensed. You see, I understand Meyson. I really understand him. And that scares me sometimes. I really shouldn't be saying this to you.
No, it's all right. I'm glad that you feel you can talk to me.
I do feel that way. I feel that I can count on you for just about anything.
Well, Julia,
I really want you to get to know Meyson. I mean, really know him.
Hello?
Hello, Gina.
What are you two doing here?
We came to talk to you. We have a couple of questions.
So you broke into my house?
No, I used the key.
Oh, wait a minute. If you two don't get out of here, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to have you both arrested. I don't think the Pope will look very kindly on that.
Your threats are basically meaningless.
They're not threats, Julia. They're facts.
we seem to believe that Meyson is missing again, and we thought that you might have seen him.
What's the matter, Julia? Did you drive him away with your harping and nagging
Just
already?
answer the question.
I'm not on the witness stand.
Please, Gina.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I don't know anything about Meyson. He certainly wouldn't come looking for me. Julia knows that. Meyson hates me. I wouldn't go looking for him either, unless he had $1 million stamped on his head again. Come on, I want you out of here. I don't like being interrogated in my own home. Sonny? Sonny!
Who are those people?
Don't do that to me. That was the priest that married Bruce Springsteen and his bride.
How about the filly?
The filly was your fiancé.
Why are you doing this? What has changed you so much?
Whatever changed me happened long before I met you.
What, Vietnam? What?
Maybe before. I don't know! I just know I can't have the kind of life other people have.
It's not true, Kane. Look, I know how bad you were hurt. I know how desperately you wanted to believe that Millie was your daughter. And you found out you were deceived and you're
Hey, well, why should that be new for me? I'm being deceived. I've been deceived. Hell, I was deceiving myself, wasn't I? Oh, wasn't I? Yeah, I was deceiving myself. I thought I could be a normal person. And then when I went back to Santa Barbara after Eden, I thought, yeah, they could help me. And I thought I had it.
did have it.
No! No! No, I did not have it! No, I can't be with people who don't understand that. I can't. I just can't. I even convinced myself that I could fall in love again. How about that?
You did.
No.
You loved me.
Did I? Or was I just so desperate to be normal that I fell in love with being in love?
No way.
This here, this is where I should be. This is my place.
You belong with me. All right, we'll take it a step at a time. We'll go back to Santa-Barbara.
No, I can't go back there. Don't you understand? I tried to kill the Major. I wanted to kill him. Oh, and I think about the things he did. I still wish I had. And I can't go back. If I did, I don't think I could stop myself.
Listen, you have been through an emotional hell.
It's too late.
No, it's not. I can help you.
It's too late. I live with too many lies, and I'm not going to face any more.
I've never lied to you, Kane.
No, you never meant to. Nobody means to. He didn't even mean to lie to me when she told me I was a victim, but I'm not the victim. No, that's not the truth. I'm not the victim. It's everybody else who's near me. They're the victim. You and Julie, you're all the victims.
It's not true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and I don't want you to. I'm not going to hurt anybody else.
No, Kane.
Get out of here! Go! Go! Get out! Go back to Santa Barbara! Get out of here!
I haven't seen him in here.
Thank you.
Zach?
Mason's not here. I'll wait in the car.
Yeah, I won't be long. Dad? What? Scott's father, isn't it? What's wrong?
Yeah. Right now, I'm transferring Mr. Clark to the hospital for immediate surgery.
Where's Scott?
That's a question we haven't been able to answer. I have a couple of numbers where he could be reached, but one, the phone's off the hook, and he's not answering at Heather's.
Well, wait, this is Scott's father. He's his doctor also. You're not going to perform surgery without notifying Scott.
I just told you we can't notify him, and damn it, this is an emergency.
Yeah, but if moving him is going to endanger this man's life...
I'm trying to save this man's life. Are you questioning my judgment? That's what Clark did, and look where his father is at. Right now, the only hope that this man has is his surgery.
You agree with that opinion, Zach?
Well, moving the patient at this point could be dangerous, but we don't have a choice. We're not equipped to make that kind of surgery here.
We're going to find Scott.
Michael, it's too soon for the last rites. Excuse me. I intend to save this man's life.
Zach, I was just calling to check in to see how my father's doing.
Oh, my God, I'm glad you've called, man. Look, we've been trying to get in touch with you. We're taking your father over to the hospital for emergency surgery. You better get over there as soon as you can.
All right, I'll be right there.
What's wrong?
It's my father. We got to get to the hospital right away. Come on.
Fiancé.
That's right, fiancé.
You mean Capwell was engaged to that skinny little thing?
Not only is he engaged to her, but you have a 1.5-year-old daughter by her.
I can't stand women like that. I like them with a little more meat and a little less brains, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, but Mason was less particular than you are. He liked all different kinds of women.
You mean if I step into this guy's shoes, I gotta act all lovey-dovey with her and her little rugrat?
Think about the money.
I know all about the money, but if there's anything I hate more than a skinny woman, it's some kind of little curtain crawler. Besides that, she's a brunette.
And you don't like brunettes?
I like blondes. Bodies you can get a hold of. About Yay high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
I especially like them if they're kind of athletic.
I'll tell you what, I bet you can find your perfect blonde woman, the girl of your dreams, as soon as you get all that capital money in your pocket.
Well, like they say, money can't buy everything, darling. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't want to know what you're talking
That
about.
$10,000 might go a long way toward paying my rent, but it won't do much for satisfying my other needs, if you hear what I'm saying. Now, how can you expect Sonny to help your little plan work if Sonny ain't happy? And you know how little it would take to make old Sonny happy.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir. Howdy do.
Calm, you stay calm, Sonny.
Now, I didn't get myself all riled up, girl. You did. And I didn't even mention the one quality in my perfect woman that drives me absolutely loco.
What's that?
I like them feisty.
Oh, well, really? I mean, because I've always been very passive. Every man has ever told me that.
Yeah, passive like a tiger.
Oh, Sonny, no, you're getting carried away now.
Now, I want to tell you about Mason's love. You see, a woman can always tell her own love from
You really should stop this foolishness,
Well, Mason, he was very gentle and very loving. I mean, he's the most romantic man ever. Sweet and kind. And he made a woman feel so special, like she was the most delicate, fragile flower in the whole world.
Yeah.
Where's my father?
He's being prepped for surgery.
Wait a minute, you can't operate on him. He didn't consent to this.
The forms are on file, signed by himself on admission. Listen to me. Not only is your father in danger of his life, he is suffering intense pain. This surgery can't come soon enough.
I want to see his chart. When I left him at the clinic this morning, he was in stable condition.
The lab reports indicate that the infection has spread, probably because of your introduction of the steroid treatment. I think that you'll agree that our only option is to remove the kidney.
Well, then I won't assist.
That's out of the question, and you know it.
Wait a minute, doctor. I want to...
You wait a minute. I'm going to do everything in my power to save your father's life. But the last place in the world that you need to be is inside that operating room, and you know that. Come on, Zach.
God, no.
Wait, I want to be in there with
God,
him.
I know. But you have to trust my father this time. He's right. Your dad is in very capable hands, Scott. Please, just try and trust him.
I wasn't lying to you. I do love you.
Are you sure there's no place else I can take you to look for Mason?
No. You know, all the searching that we did before Mason just showed up on his own, and that's exactly what he'll do again this time. So, can I get you anything?
No, I'm fine.
How was your retreat?
Oh, it was quiet. I did a great deal of thinking.
Yeah, well, more of us should take a little more time to do that.
Yeah. I actually came to a conclusion about my life.
What was that?
It was the wrong conclusion.
I'm sorry that you seem sad about something. I wish there was something I could do.
So do I.
No!
Whoa!
You stay away.
Stay away. You driving me crazy, girl.
Now, we had a deal.
Well, just think of this as a rider on the contract.
No!
No? Come on, girl. I'm only human. What do you want from me?
I want some evidence that you are taking this seriously, and I'm not getting that.
Well, I'll give you some evidence, girl.
No, no more.
Jurisprudence is not a priority with this administration. Revenge, making a mockery of the entire justice system, that epitomizes the tenure of this DA. Now, how's that for an ear, Coach?
That is remarkable.